Hello, I'm Fiction 101 Novice, and today I am making a huge expansion to my base. I had to go out and get some heavy cores just to use as decoration for a pretty little tree in there. I've made some geysers for a custom new fountain, and even terraformed an entire cliff face just to suit the new rainbow waterfall. Well, not new, but please enjoy the video and kick back and relax. Hello, today I am Fiction 101 Novice. Well, not today, I am always Fiction 101 Novice. Hell yeah. Nah, so last episode we finished this build. I'm pretending to be a shopkeep right now, and we're gonna fill in the territory that is about over there. I have plans to do a greenhouse. I'm gonna put a structure or something with the rainbow waterfall just to make it feel a bit more complete. And then beyond that, I'm largely just going to be building for fun, I suppose. Next episode, I'm going to do some hot air balloons, and the one after that is a sweep of life. So this one's largely going to be kind of finishing the buildings for this area, and I hope it goes well. So yeah, enjoy the video, like and subscribe if you want, and yeah, hopefully you like what I built today. Alright, so this is Editor Fiction here, and I'm going to be absolutely honest, I didn't realize through all of these clips that my mic was actually muted. And I feel very, very extremely silly about that. But we're going to do what we did last episode, and I'm basically just going to talk to you the whole time instead, basically narrating over the video. So in this clip over there, I collected some wool. I had a wool farm at my old base that I didn't have on for so long. Now, with this part, we're going out and gathering some sand. My intention here is primarily to end the rainbow waterfall with a cloud. I think that'd just be the softest way to end it without making an entire rainbow river, which, while the rainbow river would look cool, unfortunately it's lined up with the wizard tower that I built, and it would be kind of annoying to avoid. So instead, I am gathering glass and wool because I'm going to make a cloud. The reason we started here is because my paradise island, which is going to be 3, 2, there you go. It's essentially where I get my resource for sand. Because when I was building it, I used so much sandstone, I ended up finding a desert really close by. And yeah, this is the build. I really enjoy it. It's amazing. I love it so much. I've got a wave thing there. And then with Mount Garnet Fort, as seen here, I have a super smelter. So I collect the sand at the Paradise Island, and then I go back to Mount Garnet Fort to smelt it in the super smelter. The reason why they're separated and not at the same place is something that I've always wanted with these Forever Worlds and the what do you call them? The hardcore worlds. That's the one. Is they build such amazing things, but do they go back? And so yeah, I basically wanted, when I designed this world, to have a reason to go back to each of these locations. So for Mount Garnet Fort here, it is the super smelter. If I need a smelt, I go there. For Paradise Island, it's my resource desert. So if I ever need sand, I go there. For Cirque du Muet, which is what I'm working on now, it is going to be the wool farm and the dyes. I'm going to have giant wool tent, circus tent, that will have the giant rainbow wool farm inside of it and all the sheep and all that stuff. And then it's also obviously got the dye farms with the giant cactus farm and the flower farms that I've built already. So yeah, it's kind of a lot more simple than you'd expect in all honesty. I do say a lot, don't I? Yeah, I swear I had spoken through all of these clips. I was talking to you guys, and I was like having the time of my life, just going, yep, got this. And then it wasn't till I was recording the clips for today and the intro and also the outro that I realized my mic was muted in my recording software the entire time. Holy macaroni, the entire time. So, yeah, silly doofus me, but I really want to publish this video anyway, so here I am talking along. Now, compared to the last video, which did so much better than I thought, I had way more views than I thought I'd get, and I was so happy about that. But I didn't show enough clips of me actually building the lodge in cottage thing that I built. So with this one, I tried to make sure that I got as many clips as possible just to show that I'm actually building, I guess, because last thing I want is for people to think I'm just whipping it out in creative mode, right? And yeah, I had a blast with this one. We're going to cut to a new clip, and I think that's actually a new area. I'm sleeping. Heck yeah, tired boy, he's sleeping. I am narrating. I'm still on cloud construction. That's my bad. So, no, so I'm literally trying to time my dialogue, I guess, with the video with the different cuts that I have. In this part, obviously, you see that I'm placing glass, right? The reason for that and the wall in the center is to make it feel soft in the short range that you're going to be seeing it. So when building clouds into the sky, you can layer a bunch of glass like the mist effect, which creates the cloud effect. Because all the different layers of white glass and maybe light grey glass, dark grey if you're going to go for storm clouds, gathers on top of each other, and then they create a misty effect, which works really well at a distance. However, in close range like this, especially when I'm already using glass, I need to make the transition harder, but also have the glass there to make it soft. So the wool is for that soft, fluffy feeling, like there's an actual body inside of it. And then the glass is essentially just to soften it up, and then it's placed in random places just to strengthen it, essentially. So it was nice, quick and simple, ended the rainbow waterfall a lot better than I thought it would, and the next thing I built was a fountain. So there we go. This is a trial for the geyser. Now, my approach with this one was primarily to get the cloudy fountain, or a cloudy fountain, similar to what the clouds are for the rainbow waterfall. So in this, I created a bunch of geysers. I didn't realize that I put this in there. There we go. And I was contemplating how to actually build the fountain. At first I thought I would go for a regal design, maybe with some gold trimmings using bamboo and all that stuff, but that didn't really suit the area. Upon further thought, I figured it would be better to use a mossy cobblestone to make it seem more like the fountain was carved out of the rock rather than actually built in place. However, later on you will see that I put statues on it using the armor stand mod, so didn't really successfully stick to plan on that one. But that's all good. Part of the reason why I build like this, I don't build in creative first, I always build straight into survival, is primarily because I love the ideas I come with on the spot, you know. I love how I didn't even have plans to put statues on this. I just remembered when I went to Europe, saw the really fancy fountains and stuff that had statues on them, and was like, hey, I should do that here, you know, it would look really cool. And I have an armor stand mod that allows me to use statues, so, or armor stands as statues, so that's what I did. And that's why I don't build in creative first. The creativity of having to think about things on the spot, try out different things using the resources at hand, and building farms as they're required, it makes a bit more of a rewarding experience for me. Now, in the future, that may change. Currently, I don't have the Light Matica or the terraining one. The Axiom, that's the I don't have access to them because I haven't figured out how to install them in NeoForge. So that may change in the future. I may start doing it. I really got to get better at my terraining. Oh, yeah, terrain I would say I need to get better at as well, but more the texturing and the shading of different blocks. I try to use it sparingly. I don't really like when walls and stuff have this cluster of different materials, primarily because, hey, they're different shades of grey, like, cool. But what type of a wall is it? Is it a wooden wall? Is it a stone wall? Is it a brick wall? Like, I find when it's just about the shades, it loses a lot of that texture behind it that the blocks themselves actually give. Now, when it's at a distance, that's different. Like with my wizard tower, I go from dark blue to light blue. Finding the primary blues to do that was really annoying, by the way, but I did it, and that was the most fun. With this, oh, there you go, there's the completed fountain. I didn't know how to really do this, and I've left it at this stage so that I can get the Sweep of Life. I really need to finish that, and when I do build all the trees and bushes and the little statues all over the place, that it's really going to bring this area to life. And I plan on building a bunch of like armor stands to walk around and make it feel like it's a busy location. And here we got the glass house. It's mostly constructed by this point because I was really silly and didn't actually record the main body of the structure. But you'll see that I have a combination of white glass panes and nether brick fences and walls. The reason why I use the nether brick fences and walls is because they can't connect. Leaving that bar sensation, that like bar as in B-A-R, sensation that really works well for glass houses. And yeah, it was a lot more simple. Use white glass to just highlight it. Now, I believe in this clip it's done. He's deciding. What's he gonna do? He's running. Cool. More resource gathering, heck yeah. We got a bunch of spruce wood because I had to do scaffolding. At this point, I was looking at the rainbow waterfall and I was like, I don't think I've done enough for the YouTube video. Now, editing it, I'm like, I 100% did, because this is turning out to be, I had like so many hours worth of footage to cut down, and that was insane, but, you know, could have done better, and I will do better in the next episode. But at this point, my train of thought was, like, the cliff face is kind of bare, but I have floaties in the water right near the rainbow waterfall. And my train of thought was like, hey, why do I have floaties without people there? So I wanted to build scaffolding down the mountain that would act as a way to let people get down, right? And then, oh, hey, tree. Heavy core's using it. It's pretty. I like it. It's pretty. Oh. I completely forgot about this. Oh my god. I accidentally pressed G, which with the CMD can mod makes me able to adjust my camera like that for the cinematic shots. Either which way, we're running across the rainbow waterfall. We've got a bunch of resources. The reason why we're going is gonna get to be getting tough. The trial chamber I use for the keys and such is also the place where I get my tough. Now is. And with the terraforming, I go from a gradient of acacia wood, which you saw in my inventory there, down to tough, then to cobblestone, then to the smooth stone, and then to calcite at the very bottom to be a foamy kind of texture at the bottom. And yeah, I was running out of tough and I needed to get the resource, and also I was like, hey, gotta show me getting the resource, right? So here I am, going and getting it. Where is my mouse and it's edited? Oh, the clip's nearly done. 3, 2, 1, boom. But yeah, here's the terraforming itself. You get to see a few different clips of how I actually approach it. Um, in this start, I essentially go to the edge, dig underneath the moss, and then put the layer of acacia wood. You're going to see me mining, but I'm not actually placing it, I believe. No. Right underneath the acacia wood then goes the tuff, which is more of a light grey to get rid of the shadow. Um, with these longer parts, I was considering expanding the gradients into more blocks because with the smaller ones like off to the side there, you can see that the distance between the top to the bottom isn't that large. So the gradient feels a bit more soft, considering there's not that much difference between the cobblestone, tuff and such. But in the larger sections like this one, I was sitting there contemplating like, hey, should I introduce like stone bricks or a bit more of medium grade just to make it a bit more soft, rather than like boom. And ended up deciding not to because that is the terraforming gradient that I chose for the area. Similar to in Mount Garnet Fort, I chose like different blocks and I stuck to those when I was terraforming. That's what I'm doing here, because that's how you achieve the different environments, really. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's really good to have like a large chunk of the cliff face done as well. And my cast got to fly around, so happy days. At this point, this is obviously the smooth stone that goes at the very bottom, and then calcite's going to be there. What did I just do? Turns out I mucked around with sound apparently. Uh, am I loud? Maybe. Hold on. I don't think I am. I listened back to it and it sounds pretty similar to the clip before. So apologies if YouTube makes it a bit different, but the editing software isn't. And I'm still trying to figure out how to edit. But yeah, no. At this point, we're doing the calcite. Pretty simple. I just move up. I try to get moving heights, just to give it a bit more terrain. And something else I also like to do is following the like form of the mountain that it already gives you. So like in this shot, you can see how it all varies in level and it's kind of built into the mountain rather than going over the mountain. And that's because I actually do like how Minecraft generates its cliff faces. So when I'm doing the cliff face, because I chose the area for that terrain, I try to keep it as faithful as possible. And scaffolding. But at this point, we're at the ending stages of the build, and I try out different things. I used initially spruce wood for the entire part, but later on you're going to see that I switched the fence gates under the scaffold parts into dark oak just to get more of a shadow behind it. And then pretty simple construction in all honesty. I just follow through. The fence gates on the outside and the fence is supposed to give it a bit more texture and make it feel more like scaffolding rather than just logs that have been built into the cliff face. Then with that, the multi-tiered part was a bit odd, in all honesty. The fences later on don't line up with themselves accurately, and that was a bit annoying. Boom. Now in this part, obviously I got a bunch of different colored signs. The reason for that is just to add that touch more color into the area. Later on, you're going to see that I do some coral reef and I do some paintings along the walls to act as graffiti. And in this one, the chains, or not chains, the iron bars, that's the one, they act as a rope that I can put the signs underneath. And then, yeah, just signs to be a color. I used obviously bamboo, acacia, warped, crimson, cherry, and pale. And they pretty good, honestly. Worked better than I thought it would, and I later used it in the server shop. And yeah, commentary on what I was thinking at the time, I guess. I was primarily like, how do I get color into this? The brown building is the lodge or inn or cottage, whatever you want to call it, off to the side there. So while I am primarily using brown, I also wanted this to be just a mess of colors, where there's obviously towels and signs and graffiti, because this is the type of area that they are there to sell a chance to swim under the rainbow waterfall. That's the story that's trying to be told here. You got probably people that scuba dive underneath the water to get into the coral reef. You got people that swim here just to relax and calm down. You got people that come here to surf, because later on I do add some like light waves. And so the overall area, like to me at least, seemed very touristy, like what you'd see in the like beach cities in America or in Australia and such. You know, like a lot of tourists come around and obviously got the hill now. And I really wish I didn't do over all of this content. Promise I'm gonna do better next time. So obviously we got my coral. The approach for this was primarily just to make it stick up. When I layer multiple colours over each other, it creates a huge mess of colour, but that's what I want out of the coral. I'm Australian, and I once scuba dived at the southern side of the Great Barrier Reef, which is the largest reef in the world, if you didn't know. And it was beautiful. A lot of that coral, though, that was really depressing. But the outro is going to be essentially when I went to it, I loved it, but this is the vibe I was trying to get. This is editor fiction here. Well, gaming fiction? Editor fiction? Who knows? So I just got done editing the main body of the video, which, holy macaroni, there is so much building in that video. Holy macaroni. Like, I got this, that, and then the stuff down there. But I realized that I didn't show building the tree. So we have those things, heavy cores. Got some resin from my resin farm. And then, yeah, just a really pretty tree. Very precious to this place, so that's why it's in the, why it's got a whole thing. Then we go over here, we got a little hut. Now, I was kind of going for a surfer shop type vibe in this area. So over here we got all the signs, we got all the coral for some reason. We got a bedroom over here for the shopkeeper, and then over here we got a discreet little fun spot, I guess you could say. Then over here we got some surfboards, just easy designs, honestly. Nothing's too special about them. We got some waves in the water, which I didn't do as well as I thought I did now that I've slept on it, because I did that last night. But I really do still like it. Like, I'm going to keep it there because it tries something new, and I always like to try something that I've never done before. And then we go over here. Yeah, coral reef, which has fish in it, which is cool. Yeah, no, so if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you like and subscribe, honestly. Like, I'm really enjoying this, really love when the video gets views, and I am having an absolute blast with this entire base. This area for the base, because it's going to extend into the circus, is taking longer than expected, but at the same time, it's being so much more fun than I thought it was. So, yeah, no, feel free to like, subscribe, comment if you do like the video and the builds, and hopefully I see you in the next episode. Alright, bye!